happiness that you seek, the better life that you look after, it's not in the money that you have accumulated. It is not in that money that you have prioritized, but it is in the value that you have accumulated over the period of time. Yes, do not make money the sole project. Money is part of the process. Money is part of the process that keeps you and sustains you. It is not the single project. So in pursuit of money, do not be blindfolded with some other things. Because if you make money the single project, you'll be blindfolded and you'll be deprived of some other things that requires you to sustain yourself when you get to the top. Yes, when you get to the topmost level, if you're not careful, you will be stuck and it will be lonely at the top. If you do not carry along those things that matters, if you do not carry along the value that will sustain you, it's going to be lonely at the top. And the happiness you seek and the better life that you seek at the end of the day will not be available. So in pursuit of money, think alongside those things that matters. Because when you get to the top, your level of knowledge is important. The wisdom and your intelligence matters at the top. Because let me tell you, to get to that top, it's more easier to sustain the top. So to sustain it, it requires some level of value. It requires some level of knowledge. It requires some level of dignity. And if you don't prioritize those things alongside, when you get to the top, it might be difficult to acquire them. Because to everything, there is season. So you need to prioritize the skills. Your interpersonal relationship skills, your management skills, your leadership skills, and much more, your good health. So in pursuit of money, you have to prioritize your health. You have to consume right. Yes, because when you get to the top, the tempo that it requires, the energy it requires, your health must be in order. Because you cannot be falling sick today and fall sick tomorrow. And you want to sustain the top. No. So, what am I saying in essence is that while you are pursuing the money, take alongside those other things that matters. Value is important. Because what it takes to sustain the top is the value that you're going to bring to the table. It's the contribution that you're going to make. The big boys who made it to the top got values, got skills, got information. And if you want to sit with them, if you want to dine with them, you must bring something to the table. How would you see some certain people that made the whole money, but you see that they're not relevant? Yes, they're not relevant because they got nothing to contribute at the top. They're not relevant because they got no information to disseminate at the top. The big boys who are operating at the top, they got some level of information. They got some level of knowledge. And please, prioritize those things too. Please take them along. Please, work on your skill, work on yourself, get better. Become better at every point in time. Acquire information, acquire every right things that will sustain you when you get to the top. Because the topmost top is tougher than the bottom. It is easy at the bottom level, but it is tough to sustain the top.